You're listening to Mr. Save a Home, Becoming an Agent Tour.
Good day, good people. My name is Navid Moosa, and I'm your host today and always for Mr. Save a Home, Becoming an Agent Tour. For those who are first-time listeners, thank you very much. I know there's a lot of information out there, yet you want to come here and listen to us, and we appreciate that. For those who are repeat listeners, thank you for coming back. We entrust you in trusting into us, if that makes any sense. I have no clue. So, for those who are brand new, listen, we get into it right away. We just get into the topic. I know you have your time is allotted for, so is mine, and I really want to make the most of it. So let's go. It's coming. I don't know if you heard or not, but here in the Philadelphia area, they already announced schools to go virtual, restaurants and gyms to go back to this 5-10% capacity, starting, I think, November 20th and going on till the New Year. So shutdown part 2, I think, is coming anytime soon. The question is, what do you do? We've been through this, right? March, April of this year, we were through this already. And a lot of us, including myself, put our head in the sand, put our thumbs in the asses and said, all right, and just got lost in the sauce. And we didn't know what to do. We now have a second chance, if you will, okay, at this. We have the second chance of the time that we initially lost back in March or April of this year when the shutdown first happened, and when most of us emerged after that and realized some of the mistakes that we have done and I only wish if I could do it again, I wouldn't have done this. Well, unfortunately, I think your wish is kind of coming true because this second part of the shutdown is going to be happening, in my opinion. Having said all of that, what do you do? Now, we've always asked for the second chance. We always ask or tell ourselves, we're going to learn from our mistakes. Now's the time to do that. If you are an entrepreneur, if you are someone who wants to be an entrepreneur, if you're someone who strives to be an entrepreneur, if you're someone who's a real estate agent who's looking to take your game up to that next level, then this episode is for you. I would like to shamelessly plug my website, www.navidmoosa.com. That's www.NAV like Victor, ID like David, MOOS like Stephen, A like Apple.com. You can buy my course. It just got released. I've been working on it forever and a day in my brain. And when the shutdown happened, like I said, for those first 2 weeks, like most of us, we didn't know what to do. After I brushed myself off and said, okay, buckle up, buttercup, let's get this thing going. My team and I got together and we banged out this course. Now, this course has been in my head and something I've been wanting to do for such a long time. And I've been teaching it unofficially to students, to people who want to get mentored. But then I would talk about it and people say, oh, I wish you lived near me. I wish I could shadow you. I wish you could mentor me, and so on and so forth. And we say, you know what? I can. So the course is there. It's 5 modules altogether. If you are an agent who wants to shift your mindset or wants to add to your rapport, your current rapport, and be an investor now, I got you covered. If you're an investor who's thinking about, should I get my license? Should I not get my license? I got you covered. If you're somebody who's a complete different industry, is thinking about getting into investing, I got you covered. We go over formulas, we go over sheets, we go over terminology, we go over writing an offer when it's a foreclosure, how to negotiate short sales, how to package your offer for an REO property so it doesn't just get rejected, flat out rejected. How to know, if you're an agent, how to look at an investor, know they're really an investor or a wannabe investor. If there's someone who's seasoned or not seasoned, we give you questions how to interview the investor. And if you're an investor looking for an agent, you're like, man, I want to get an agent, but a lot of these agents are they only deal with Joe and Jolly Smith with 3 kids and 2.5 dogs and stuff like that. And they're traditional. And I just need someone who's a little more aggressive to deal with investment properties. I give you questions on how to interview that agent to make sure that's the right person for you. We got you covered at navidmoosa.com. Again, 5 modules. You don't have to buy them all if you don't want to. You can buy them one at a time. Go check it out. It is something, in my opinion, of course, it's biased opinion, that covers from the cradle to the grave for someone who's new to the investment industry. There's a lot of information out there. And I'm not reinventing the wheel, but what I am doing is what's never been done before, in my opinion, and that's actually taking and embracing as an agent how to deal with foreclosures, how to deal with investors, how to deal with distressed properties. This is something that has been in my mind and something I've been doing in an unofficial capacity. And now I'm able to fulfill one of my things on my bucket list, but on a bigger scale. It's something that people have been asking me to do for quite some time. And not that I didn't know, I just didn't know if anyone would actually listen to me. I didn't know if what I had was as of value, but I was wrong. And people kept saying, you have a story, tell your story, you have a story. I'm telling you, man, okay, so be it. I'm now telling my story. And go visit www.navidmoosa.com and my story is there. If it's not the full version, I can't give you everything, but I can give you a lot of things. We're going to slowly release a little bit here, a little bit there, and just make sure that the feedback that you guys give me, I don't want to just hit you with everything and then it's just too much. It happens. So we got the basics course out. Please go check it out. I have some little tidbits of what to expect on there. And the podcast is obviously on there as well too. So please, before you get too enwrapped into what's going on or what's potentially could be happening and buying all the toilet paper and the paper towel off the shelves, because that's already happened. I was at a big box store over the weekend and there wasn't a single freaking paper towel to be found or toilet paper. It was ridiculous. But it's happening already. The limits of the stuff, all that stuff is unfortunately happening, but it is what it is. We cannot control that. What we can control is our emotions and our feelings and how we choose to educate ourselves and how we choose to elevate ourselves. And one way to educate and elevate at the same time and to get your mindset into that entrepreneurial, out of your W-2 mindset is go visit www.navidmoosa.com. 5 modules. You can buy all 5 or buy the ones you see fit, but you got to buy them in order if you decide to do that. Every module feeds off each other. It's a legit educational practice. As always, never chase money, always chase the deal. Do right by the client and everything else will fall into place. Take care.